Hello, Divine Feminine. I'm here to give you insight for the month of November. So let's get started. I'm going to be using quite a few decks for this reading. So let's get started here. 5 cards. Okay, Spirit's asking me to pull 5 cards from the Romantic Angels Oracle. 5 cards. 5 cards of Divine Feminine, the month of November. Okay, we got playfulness, healing family issues, unacquainted love, love yourself first, and we have let your friends help you. Okay, so playfulness, so Divine Feminine. Some of you may need to play around a little bit, be a little bit more playful, maybe a little bit hardened, a little bit rougher on the edges. And so maybe it's a call for you to be more playful, or you could be desiring for your Divine Masculine to be more playful, to be more lighthearted. Okay, it says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to of fun to shine. So you could be in a relationship with someone and you're wanting to have more fun. Maybe the relationship is a bit stale or stagnant, okay, maybe not moving forward, and so you're wanting more excitement, playfulness, okay. Then we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, okay. Some of you could maybe have a dysfunctional relationship with your parents, or maybe you felt as though your parents didn't love you as much as they should, okay? Some of you are vowing to love your children or give your children the love that you never received, okay? But I do see here that maybe a call for you to heal from any type of traumas you may have had regarding your parents. What we witness in our families, or what we witness, how can I say this? The relationship we witness between our parents could definitely influence our relationships, the relationships that we have with others, the interpersonal relationships we have, okay? So maybe a call for you to heal family issues, okay? Maybe to release any grudges, maybe release any burdens that maybe your parents or your family had put upon you, okay? I was hearing jaded. Some of you Divine Feminine could feel a bit jaded, or feel a bit just like maybe holding a grudge, okay, when it comes to your parents. What else am I seeing here? There's something else that wanted to come out, but it kind of flew out while I was talking. Let me see here. Okay. I was also hearing some of you Divine Feminine may have children, and so for some of you, this is not all of you, it seems as though that maybe you allow your children to dictate your life in a way. They have like a strong influence on your relationships. Maybe you are focused on so much on making them happy, pleasing them, but not really making yourself happy. Maybe not opening yourself up to love or to receive love. Okay, that's for some of you. Unacquainted love. Okay, so some of you could be dealing with someone or Divine Masculine that maybe is not showing you the love that you are deserving or you are wanting. This is like a one-sided type of love. Some of you could maybe be putting a lot of effort out, and maybe you're not getting that back in return, or it can be the other way around. Okay, it could be very well be that you are dealing with some family issues, some stuff like that, and so therefore you can't give your partner or this person that's in your life the love that they are wanting. It says there is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Some of you could be backtracking as well. Okay, I was hearing reminiscing. I was also hearing Mercury retrograde. I don't know if it's Mercury retrograde. I don't know. I don't think it is. But with Mercury retrograde, you know, sometimes exes come out of the woodwork. So maybe you have an ex coming back, maybe to offer their love to you, or maybe you're this ex, maybe you're coming back in some type of way, okay? That's for some of you, not all of you. All right. But there is an energy of not being on the same page with someone. Okay. I also feel like you could be getting the love that you deserve and that you are needing, but for some reason, it just seems like it's not good enough. So it's divine feminine, you may feel like the gesture, the effort that this person is putting in, maybe it's not good enough. It's just, or it's not enough, or it's not how you would like it. Okay. Maybe a call for you to take a look at that. Okay. Take a look at your expectations. And then we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So you're needing to love yourself more, divine feminine. You need to love yourself first. Okay. Some of you could be wrapped up into someone, or wrapped up with this person, your divine masculine, that you're just constantly focused on them instead of focusing on yourself and loving yourself first. There is also a separation anxiety. I see your divine feminine. Some of you may have separation anxiety. I mean, look at these two cards, the playfulness and the love yourself first. As you can see here, the woman is embracing this man here, and so is she here. So you may have separation anxiety when it comes to your divine masculine. What is that saying? I love to see you come, but hate to see you leave. Something like that, okay? There just seems to be an energy of like having separation anxiety, which can also turn into possession, okay? Being possessive. That's for some of you, and not all of you, okay? Why is this leaning? Lord. Okay, there we go. All right. So it's the energy of that. But yeah, there's definitely a need to love yourself first. Put yourself first. Some of you could be focused on making somebody else happy instead of making yourself happy and putting yourself first. Okay. So be aware of this. And then the last card we have here is let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay. So some of you could be going through a difficult time, maybe some challenging times with your family, your relationships. Maybe a call for you to talk to a friend, talk to someone that you trust, talk to someone who has possibly been where you have been. Okay. You don't want to take advice from a thought, or somebody who's not, who's commitment phobic, okay? Who's in the streets all the time, okay? You don't want to take advice from people like that. You can love your friends, you know, who be in the streets, you know, and thoughting around. But when it comes to relationship and sound advice, you need to talk to someone that you trust and that has some common sense, okay? All right. For others of you, you know, this doesn't have to just be friends. It could be a family member. It could be a cousin, a sister, a brother, somebody that you're needing to talk to. You're definitely needing some support, or there is a friend, somebody that's wanting your support, that loves having you around. Divine feminine, I do see that here. Okay. Some of you could have been wrapped up into your relationships, and then, you know, you're kind of leaving your friends to the wayside here. Okay. There is an energy of being in a relationship and not running the streets anymore. So maybe some of your friends are feeling a little bit some type of way because of this. But this is not for all of you, okay? But it's important to have a healthy balance, okay? You know, don't forget about the people who have been there for you, okay? Who have been supportive and loving, okay? What else am I seeing here? Right. What else am I seeing? I was hearing, tell me more, tell me more. There could be a friend that's very nosy, okay, divine feminine, that could be in your business a lot, okay, but you'll know for sure. Okay, they may just want the tea all the time, okay, but they're not really a person that gives you sound advice. They just want to hear all the tea and all the BS. Okay, so just be mindful of that. All right, I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Love Oracle cards. It's the, I think it's the Island Time Wellness. 3 cards for Divine Feminine, 3 cards. 3 cards, 3 cards. I also see here, Spirit was telling me that the Divine Masculine may have some issues with children, okay, with their children, or, okay, or some unresolved issues, okay. they're dealing with. Okay, and this could be a reason why the love seems one-sided in some way. This is also a person who's not really open to communicating. Like they're not really good at communicating, so it could be very, very difficult. Okay, to because you may want to know what's wrong, and they may have a hard time really articulating some things. So they could have some issues, in their family with maybe with the children that they have from previous marriage or relationships, something like that. Okay, but there is some issues. I was hearing mommy issues. Some of you divine feminine could be dealing with someone who has mommy issues. They may need you. They want you to be pretty much their mother. Okay, so watch out for that divine feminine. There is a divine masculine or somebody you're dealing with that kind of wants you to be their mother. Okay, be careful with that. Okay. 3 cards, divine feminine, 3 cards for divine feminine, 3 cards. Okay, also I was hearing that some of you divine feminine could have watched your mother be abused in some way, or your father maybe your father was mistreated or something like that, and so maybe you are assuming that role. You're in that same role. Okay, or maybe a parent was maybe codependent, and so you're kind of in that same energy. This is not for all of you. This is for some of you. Okay. All right, let's see here. Let me get off of this. Third card, 3 cards, not third card. 3 cards for divine feminine. 3 cards, 3 cards. 3 cards, 3 cards. 3 cards. 3 cards, 3 cards for divine feminine. 3 cards. 3 cards. I was also hearing with the love yourself first. Do you see yourself as someone who's hot, beautiful, someone who has something to offer? Because if you don't see that in yourself and you have doubt, like how are you going to be able to open yourself up to true, genuine love? How are you going to be able to recognize what real love is? Okay. Also, how are you going to be able to set boundaries when you need to? Coffin, addiction, and clock. Okay, codependent came up here. So we have coffin. Okay, so there could have been an ending of a relationship. Okay, ending. This is endings, bring new beginnings. Growth, change, liberation, transition. So there could have been an ending of a relationship. Some of you are maybe needing to leave a relationship where you left it, okay, which was in a coffin. Be done with it. Others of you, this can just be a transition, your relationship transitioning here, or there is a need for the relationship to transition, okay? There's a need to also liberate yourself. Some of you divine feminine may be living in the shadow of your divine masculine, or vice versa, okay? So there is a need to liberate yourself in a sense, okay? The relationship needs to transition. It needs to evolve. And I really feel like this, it's stemming from healing family issues, okay? If it's not forgiving your parents, maybe you're needing to forgive yourself for the way you maybe parented your children, okay, divine feminine. Maybe you need to forgive yourself. You were the best mother you knew how to be, okay? Maybe you need to recognize that, all right? Going back to the healing family issues, this is really sticking out for me a lot, okay? Next card is clock. Need time, takes time, end time cycles, time to heal, progress, and this is beautiful. So some of you divine feminine are needing to take time out to heal, okay? This is also talking about trusting divine order, trusting divine timing as well, okay? Healing does not occur overnight, okay? It takes time. It's progress, okay? And then we have addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. So some of you divine feminine could be dealing with some addictive behaviors. You can be very codependent of the person that you're with, or of your divine masculine. And it could be because you love them so much. I was hearing spicy, okay? Maybe you're very spicy. I don't know why I was hearing spicy Latina. I don't know why. Okay, shout out to my Latinas, okay? I was hearing that spicy, like spicy Latina, okay? Maybe all of us divine feminines, we have a little bit of that spiciness, okay? Not saying all Latinas are are spicy, okay? It doesn't matter what race you are, but there is an energy of possession, being very possessive. You know, you don't want to share your divine masculine with nobody, okay? And like I was mentioning, also there is controlling energy as well, okay? What else am I seeing? Addiction doesn't just have to talk about being codependent, obsessive. It can talk about actual addictions. So you could be dealing with a divine masculine who deals with addiction issues. Divine feminine, you may have addiction issues. It could be to substance. It could be maybe to certain responses, mindsets, things like that. And in return, it's creating some type of block. So I see it. There's a call for you to bring awareness to this and begin to heal. Seeing this addiction card, it's walking towards the clock and the coffin. So I do see that actively, divine feminine, you're working on addressing this. I do see that for some of you, and good job. Okay. I was hearing addicted to love, and I think there's a song, addicted to love. I can't sing it, but it was like I was hearing addicted to love. Some of you are addicted to love. You just want to be loved, and why not, right? Why not? Why wouldn't you want to be loved? But you have to love yourself. Okay. This is like literally a ball and chain, or a heart and chain here. Okay. A heart and chain. All right. So maybe love, your relationship could be wearing you down. Okay. For some of you, it could be wearing you down, wearing you out. So be aware of this. I was hearing, Spirit was telling me that use this moment, this challenging moment that you're experiencing, this flare up, this hiccup, as a time to empower yourself. Okay. Empower yourself during this time. All right. Let's see. I'm going to pick 2 cards from the Amara's Love Oracle. Amara's Love Oracle. I was hearing, just fucking speak up. Okay, some of you divine feminines really want your divine masculine to speak up. Like, speak the fuck up, you know? And maybe it's a good idea to encourage them to write out how they feel, especially if they've communicated to you that they have a hard time expressing their emotions and what's on their mind. Have them write it out, you know? See if they're interested in writing it out, you know? Writing can be very therapeutic. Okay, 2 cards for the divine feminine, 2 cards. Amara's Love Oracle, 2 cards, 2 cards. The soulmate card flipped over, but it didn't pop out. So you could definitely be dealing with a soulmate. Okay, keep in mind we have several soulmates in this lifetime. Or you will have it in your lifetime. Several. All right. I also see here brother and sister. I was hearing brother and sister. Okay, so there could be a focus on a brother and sister, or maybe the person you're with is like very close to you. Okay, or maybe you're dealing with a brother and sister of the divine masculine, or your brother and sister. I was hearing brother and sister. Okay, spiritual growth and true love. Wow, this is amazing. Okay, so you're definitely encouraged to move towards spiritual growth. This connection has allowed you to grow spiritually, even with all the entanglements and all of, you know, maybe even chaos at times. Okay, this relationship has allowed you to grow spiritually, and you're encouraged to continue to move towards spiritual growth. Okay, I was hearing the song by Destiny's Child, me, myself, and I, that's all I got till the end, that's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry, 'cause I took a vow that from now on, I'ma be my own best friend. Okay? Me, myself, and I. Yes. It's just me, myself, and I. I'm going to blast that song after I'm done with this reading. I love that song. Totally forgot about it. But anyways, you know, it's me, myself, and I. You're saying this to yourself, okay? And you're opening yourself up to true love. You're recognizing true love as well, divine feminine. So good for you. I also see this, that you have grown so much that you are more giving when it comes to love. You're more feminine, okay? You're really in this feminine type of energy. I feel divine feminine. You're really sharing the love. I was hearing you're showing admiration, okay, as well. And that's because you have decided to grow. You've started to love yourself. You understand that love, true love, begins with you. Okay, if you don't love yourself, you cannot give love effectively, and you cannot recognize true love. All right. So I do see that some of you Divine Feminine are moving towards this energy. And for others of you, you're encouraged to move towards this energy. Okay. Put yourself first. Focus on yourself. Okay. So you can be able to recognize true love and be able to give it. All right. Give it unconditionally. All right. It's just me, myself, and I. All right, we're going to pick some cards from, what is this deck? This is the Lover's Oracle, okay? We're going to pick 4 cards for Divine Feminine. 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 I also was hearing that you Divine Feminines have found your true love. This is a love that has been through challenges, ups and downs, and you are seeing the fruits of your labor. All the work that you've actually put into this relationship, I do see for some of you, it's growing. Okay, you're recognizing the true love, okay? And it could have been that some of you, the love that your Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, or Divine Feminine was giving you, you felt like it wasn't good enough or it wasn't how you wanted it, but you're realizing the truth. You're becoming more aware, okay, that this person is doing the best as they can, excuse me. And this is how they show their love to you. It's like there's an energy of accepting this, okay? Because this is somebody, like I feel like there is somebody you're dealing with, Divine Feminine, that's not really good at expressing themselves when it comes to emotions and all that mushy stuff, okay? But they're taking positive steps towards showing you love, and you're recognizing what they do for you. It's just the energy of that. That's for some of you, okay? Okay. This is a relationship that has allowed you to become more closer to spirit, the divine as well. Okay. Let's see here. It's just me, myself, and I. 4 cards for Divine Feminine. 4 cards. Okay. 4 cards. Okay, that's more than 4, but we're gonna take that because your girl don't know how to shuffle. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 cards here. Okay, so the first card we have, all right, Secret Admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So there is someone who is really smitten by you, Divine Feminine, okay? This is somebody that maybe you're not aware that they are really smitten by you. For others of you, this is somebody you're actually with, okay? They love you a lot, but they're not putting it out there. They're not really expressing it, okay? And then we have this card here, Lovebirds. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So this is a message from your beloved. And hey, some of you may not be physically separated. Maybe you're in one room and the other person's in the other room. Who knows? Or maybe you're separated. Maybe this person's overseas, or you in a different state, or they're in a different state. Something like that, okay? But you do have a place in their heart, Divine Feminine, okay? Or this is what you are wanting to tell your Divine Masculine or Feminine, okay? And then we have this card here, and it's transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. That is beautiful. So there's definitely a transformation about to take place. Okay, but I really feel like this transformation definitely begins with you, Divine Feminine. Okay, so we have this card. And it says, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. This is amazing. So this is a great visualization here, instructions here. Okay, so imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light. Some of you could have some very negative thoughts, and it could be because of what you experience, you know, in your relationship, or, you know, maybe what you've experienced with your own parents. Okay, so maybe a call for you guys to soften up your heart a bit, you know, soften up those edges. I did see that some of you divine feminines have, you know, a rough around the edges a bit, so you may need to do some visualization to get your mind right, you know, to think positively, you know, about yourself or your situation. Think about the solution. Some of you are definitely need to think about the solution instead of focusing on the lack and or focusing on the problem. Come up with a solution. Okay, all right. Create room for new opportunities and possibilities in your life. And it starts with you. Okay, so we have this card here, and it says, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstance you currently find yourself in. This is beautiful. This actually came out in the Divine Masculine reading as well. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to pick. Okay, Spirit, which card or number? Which number? Okay, 14. Okay. I'm going to pick the 14th card for you. And we're going to be using the, I don't know what this deck is called. It's called the Pleasure Oracle. Pleasure Oracle. Okay. And this oracle, it says, discover what lights you up with the Pleasure Oracle, a card deck made for exploring your longings, desires, and drives, body and soul. Okay, so 14th card for Divine Feminine. 14th card for Divine Feminine. Yeah, but I definitely do see some of you Divine Feminine putting in that work, and good job. Good job for putting in that work. Okay, you're taking steps towards healing yourself and your family. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so what we got here, it says spellbound. Spellbound. We've all read the romance poets and heard the breakup songs. Love is a drug, and it's usually infatuation, a fixation, a desperate longing, a fever dream, both anguished and sweet. It's a spell we hope never breaks. Yet, break it we must. If we're ever going to uncover a sustainable relationship under the rubble of romantic self-wreckage. Action. Falling under another spell is delicious. But like dancing with fairies, if you stay too long in that trance state, you may never come back. You may be taken advantage of. You may lose yourself entirely in another instead of further buttressing your own empowerment. Stand firm. No one gets more of your time and energy than you do. And this is just reconfirming. That is beautiful. That is beautiful, Divine Feminine. So this is the end of your reading. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the month. And God bless.